What's up, guys? My name is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. We created this channel to help other people with our experiences and knowledge of growing and managing a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio in the cryptocurrency market. In this video, guys, I want to talk to you guys about if diversification is a good idea or not, right? I'm here in the island of Bali, in the city of Denpasar, in the island of Bali, in the country of Indonesia, and I'm attending the financial summit by Tone Vays, and I just wanted to take this time out to make this video because we had a discussion earlier in the summit about if we should diversify our money, our investments, and when should we do it, okay? The question that the other attendees were asking is about whether or not we should diversify, okay? And I think that that's only a part of the question. I think that the complete question should be, should we diversify, and when should we diversify? So I think there's two parts to the diversification debate. In my opinion, and on our team, we believe that you should not diversify if you have not made life-changing profits yet. So if you are a beginning trader or a beginning investor and you're just getting into trading and investing for the first time, whether it's in the cryptocurrency market or in the stock market or the real estate market or any market, right? I believe that you should focus all your focus should be on being successful at one asset class, okay? So we have like stocks is one asset class. We have commodities is another asset class. We have real estate, and then now we have crypto, okay? So these are all the different asset classes that we can invest our money into, right? And I think that in the beginning, the reason why our team strongly believes in being focused and not diversifying is for several reasons. Each person only has a limited amount of time when you first start out. Each person only has a limited amount of energy, and we are talking about physical energy. Like, for example, each day you can only work 12, 14, 16 hours a day. Like, I'm 52 years old now, and before I used to be able to work until 1 or 2 o'clock at night. Now I can only work until about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, right? So even though there's a difference between me being 52 and when I'm in my 30s or in my 20s, the difference is not significant, right? It's still a limited resource. And then the third resource that we all have as humans are money, okay? So you have time, you have energy, physical energy, and then you have money. Now the money we can always make more money. Okay, once you guys learn how to make money, you will always be able to make more money, all right? Or you can make more money, or you have the possibility of making more money. But no matter how good you get, your time and your energy is a limited resource. It is a finite resource. And because of that, I highly recommend that when you first start out trying to make life-changing profits, that you focus all your energy and your time into becoming good at one asset class. If you are trying to build a business, if you are trying to invest in crypto, if you're trying to invest in stocks, if you're trying to invest in real estate, just become very, very, very good at doing that one task or that one journey or that one endeavor, because that is going to help you get there faster, okay? Now, some people say that, hey, Tai, like Warren Buffett and all these other big investors talk about diversification and stuff, and I think that that's a wrong approach to take. I think that you need to ask yourself where you are starting out at. If you are starting out with a $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, or $1 million portfolio or amount of money, then you cannot compare yourself to a Warren Buffett who's managing billions of dollars, right? Matter of fact, you cannot manage, you cannot compare yourself even to myself or to the guys on our team, okay? Because we have made the life-changing profits already, so now any profits that we make moving forward is just extra profits, right? And at that point, we might consider diversifying. Now, notice I said that we might consider. That doesn't mean that we're gonna go out there and do it. It's just that we might consider doing it, all right? Now, many people think that if we diversify, we lower the risk, okay? And I do not subscribe to that idea. I do not believe in that idea. I believe that there is risk in every asset class, whether you invest into real estate, stocks, crypto, or a business or anything. There's always a risk that the value can go down, all right? So, as well as the reward of the potential reward of the asset going up. So, whenever people say that I'm going to invest in real estate, put some of my money into real estate, some into stocks, and some into crypto, in case one goes down, the others will not go down. And if you look at the current market today, the stocks are down in 2022, the crypto are down, the real estate is down, lots of things are down, okay? So whenever we say that we diversify into multiple asset classes so that we don't take a hit on all our money, is that really true? Is that really true? I mean, you guys got to look at the current market situation and ask yourself if that is true or not. And the reality is, it's not true, right? If you just look at what happened to stocks, crypto, and real estate in the year 2022, and tell me if it mattered if you put your money across 3 asset classes or put all your money into one asset class. And you might say, hey, Ty, the crypto fell, minus 75%, and the stocks only fell minus 50% or something like that. Regardless of which one you look at, the reality is it still falls in price, right? There is still a risk that the asset that you buy can fall, right? So I do not recommend diversification. I recommend that you focus all your time and your energy and your money into one asset class and become very good at it. Now, between all the stocks, crypto, and real estate, in my opinion, the asset class that has the potential for the most life-changing profits is crypto right now, because it is a new asset class and it is something that I highly recommend that you put your money into. Even though our team has made life-changing profits in 2017 and 2021, we still do not diversify outside of crypto. Like, the vast majority of our money is still in crypto, okay? Now, have we taken money out and put it aside to buy a house or a condo to live in? Yes, but when we do that, when I buy a condo, I don't consider that like an investment. I just bought that house or that condo to live in, so it has utility value. I'm not buying it because I believe that it has the potential to make life-changing profits in the future, right? Now, when you ask us, hey, aren't you guys invested into U.S. Treasuries and corporate bonds and stuff, or dividend stocks? Yes, our team are invested in dividend stocks. We are invested into corporate bonds. Yes, we are invested into U.S. Treasuries, right? But we are not doing that for the purpose of diversification. Whenever we put money into a U.S. Treasuries, or we put it into corporate bonds or a savings account, the purpose of doing that is to preserve the money that we have, okay? So whenever you guys hear us or anyone say that we diversify or we put our money into something else besides crypto, you have to ask us, what is the purpose of that money? If you ask me, hey, Ty, where is the bulk, or where's the majority of the money that you are using to grow? If you want to grow your money, Ty, where are you putting the majority of your money? And I would tell you that it's in crypto. The majority of the money that I'm using for investment purposes and to grow it and to make it bigger is in crypto. It's not in stocks, it's not in real estate, it's not in bonds, it's not in any of that, right? If you ask me, Ty, where are you, if you want to preserve the value of your money, where are you putting it? Well, there's two things. If I'm putting the value of my money into the short term, for example, like 5 years, 10 years, then I would put it into US Treasuries, I would put it into corporate bonds, I would put it into something that is fairly, it's not going to lose significant value, right? Now, if you ask us, hey, if you want to store the value of your wealth for 10, 20, 50, 100 years, then where are you going to put it? Then obviously I would put that into Bitcoin and only Bitcoin. Okay, that's for wealth preservation. And you might say, Ty, isn't that the price of Bitcoin? It's volatile, it can go up and down 40, 50%. And the answer is yes, it can. But over the long term, over 10, 20, 30, 40 years, I believe that is going to increase in value and it's going to be more stable than leaving it anywhere else. Okay. Now, some people might want to leave it in real estate because it's a tangible asset and they feel more comfortable. And if you want to store your wealth in real estate because it's more tangible and it's more real to you, and the other benefit of real estate is that it has a tangible value. So for example, if I buy this beachfront property here, right, in Bali, then whether it goes up in value or down in value, I can still come out here and enjoy this beach. I can enjoy the sand, I can enjoy the trees, I can enjoy the cave that's over here, I can enjoy the water, and I can enjoy this piece of land. So it has utility value, right? So that is another way to look at it, that, hey, I will put my money into real estate instead of Bitcoin or instead of US Treasuries or instead of bonds, so that I can have utility value. And utility value means that I can use it while the asset, while my money is being stored in that asset class. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just the main thing that I want you guys to be aware of is this, is that when you hear of diversification, you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of diversification? And the purpose that many people will say is that they want to be diversified so they can reduce the risk. And in my opinion, being diversified across multiple asset classes is not really a reduction in risk. And the reason is because if you put money into stocks, crypto, and real estate, but they all go down whenever the market goes down, then is it really a method to reduce risk? And I do not believe so. I believe that it's better if you put all your money into one asset class, and that asset class should be in crypto at the moment, right? Maybe 5, 10, 20 years from now, there will be a different asset class that can yield better life-changing profits, but at the moment, I believe the best one is in crypto. Okay, now, that answers the question of should you diversify. The other question that I want to explain to you guys or share with you guys from our team's experience is, when should you diversify? If you decide that you want to diversify your portfolio or your money, when should you do it? I believe that the time to diversify is when you made enough life-changing profits and you put away enough living expenses to cover you for 20, 40, 50 years. After, like, for example, like, I put away enough living expenses. I'm 52 years old now. Like, I anticipate I'll live to probably about 90, 100 years old, and that's about 40 years from now. So I put away enough living expenses for the next 40 years, and that money is being put into a government savings account or into bonds or into something that I know cannot lose like 50% of its value anytime soon, right? So for that, I put in that. And now the extra money that I have that I put into crypto for investment and for growth purposes and not for preservation purposes, I still put all of it into crypto. Now, we do take some of that money that is designated for growth, and I do invest it into different funds, into different hedge funds or VC firms, okay, or angel investing firms. And the reason why I do that is not for diversification purposes. For example, there's a fund called asymmetrical something in Silicon Valley, okay? It's a fund there, and our team is investing into it. And the reason why we're doing that is not because we believe that it's going to produce a better profit for us, right? the reason why we're doing it is not for diversification either, because when you look at it on the surface, it might be like, okay, Ty and his team are investing into this hedge fund in Silicon Valley for the purpose of growing their money better or to diversify their money. And that's not the reason why we're doing it. The reason why we're doing it is because the founder of that hedge fund is a project manager and a software developer that used to work with my business partner, and they used to work together for many years, and they know each other. So my business partner, leonfu.com, used to work with this guy, and we trust this guy, right? Because they work together, and he knows the guy, and he has integrity, he has good sales skills, he has an excellent technological background, and he has massive access to all the billionaires and all the projects that are in Silicon Valley. So because he's a project manager and he hires a lot of developers to work for him, and then after they finish a project, they go on and work at different other projects and new startups, then he has a network from working in Silicon Valley for 10 years. He has a network of hundreds of the developers that used to work for him. They're all starting new projects or they're working on new startup projects. And because of that, we are investing into him, not for diversification purposes, but for network and access. So is it a lot of money that we have to invest into his hedge fund in order to get access to his network in Silicon Valley? Yes, it is a lot of money. It's not something that I would recommend to you guys in the beginning, okay? And if you want to do that, it costs a lot of money. You have to be an accredited investor, and whenever you invest into it, you have to deposit a large chunk of money, and you have to keep it there for a minimum of 8.5 years. So whenever we do that, on the surface, when you hear me say that we are investing into these different hedge funds, you may think that we are doing it because we are trying to diversify our portfolio. And the reality is we are not trying to diversify our portfolio. We are trying to diversify the network and the access to other people in different parts of the world. So after I make this video later today, I'm going to be flying to Dubai. And then after that, I'm going to fly to Singapore also to talk to different hedge funds, different people there. And the reason why we invest into them or might consider investing into these different hedge funds is because of the access or the network of people that they have. So at the level that we are playing at and at the level that we are operating at, in order to meet people at our level, we have to the people at our level needs to be able to filter out if we are bullshitters or not. So sometimes we have to invest, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million into their hedge fund just so that we have access to them and their network. Okay, so when we do that, it's not for diversification purposes. It's to meet other people and expand our network of people, right? So be aware of that. So whenever you guys hear us say that, oh, we are investing into this hedge fund or into that fund or into that project or into that business, it's not for diversification to grow our money. It's to expand our network of people that we know, all right? So I hope that this video helps you guys understand that helps you answer the question, should I diversify my money? And the answer is no, not in the beginning. Wait until you have all your living expenses covered for a few decades, and now you have excess cash, right? And then even then, you may consider not, because what got you here to where you can retire early like we did? Why would you change up that strategy? Like if crypto is what got us to make life-changing profits and retire early before 99% of the population can retire, then why would we change that and go take our money and put it in somewhere else for? Like we've done it successfully for 3 market cycles already. But why would, if we have a system and a process that helps us to make life-changing profits in every market cycle, why would we change that for and go to a new asset class and have to relearn everything for? We don't believe in doing that. So from our team's perspective, you have a limited amount of time, energy, and money, and you should focus all your time, energy, and money into one asset class. And then When should you diversify? You might consider diversifying when you have enough money to pay for all your living expenses and money is no longer an issue in your life and you don't have to worry about it or think about it no more, and you have excess cash. Then you might consider diversification. That doesn't mean you have to diversify, but at that point, that's when you might consider it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys want to learn more about how our team invests and trade in the cryptocurrency market, I highly recommend that you get a copy of our cryptocurrency investing blueprint. You can get it at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint. In my opinion, the cryptocurrency investing blueprint is the absolute best training program on the planet for anyone that wants to grow their money into a 7, 8, and 9-figure portfolio, and then learn how to manage it correctly once you get there, right? So it's not just growing your portfolio into a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio, but once you get there, how do you manage it correctly so that you don't lose everything? And then if you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at the username @HeyTaiZen, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Thank you.